Why on earth has Kamala Harris relaunched Kamala HQ social pages? Folks, the digital war room that dominated social media during the 2024 election is back. They're here with a new name and a new mission. Former Vice President Kamala Harris, if you don't all remember, she officially relaunched her viral Kamala HQ pages as headquarters. They just called it headquarters 6-7 for some reason on X. That's the weirdest rename that they could have chosen. I think that it's like a poll for the youth. I'm not sure. She's officially rebranded as like a content hub specifically designed to mobilize Gen Z voters ahead of the 2026 midterms. It's a partnership with progressive groups like People for the American Way, and the platform is pivoting from a campaign tool to a permanent piece of a political infrastructure aiming to keep younger voices engaged in a pro-democracy cause all year round rather than just during the election cycles. It's curious. It's interesting. We are going to review her relaunch because obviously she had to put out a marketing move. She had to put out something where she came out in a suit and she said, "We're beginning again. And obviously I have not left the fight. We are relaunching Kamala HQ as headquarters." And it was a beautiful moment for her. Let's begin.
On to other news now. Former Vice President Kamala Harris is reviving her viral Kamala HQ social media pages from the 2024 election, hoping to use it as a platform to mobilize and energize younger voters ahead of the midterms.
Kamala HQ is turning into headquarters, and it's where you can go online to get basically the latest of what's going on, and also to meet and revisit with some of our great, courageous leaders,
Be they Rosa Parks. Oh, wait, she's dead. Who are they going to have on this, by the way? What great leaders, what great voices do we have in this generation? All of them are dead. Every great voice that we have, people who go, "Oh, man, I read this really interesting book. It really made me think." And it's like, oh, shoot, who's the great thinker that's publishing books that's making the normal populace really think? And they'll go, "I read Green Light by Matthew McConaughey." And you'll go, "What?" You'll go, "You mean All Right is Plato for most people?" And it's like, yeah, it's middle America. These people go to Walmart to buy fish. It's like, okay, I guess that the level of culture is declining, but you know what I mean. People read Mists of Avalon in high school. So what's it called? The level of literacy, sure, it was great when we were kids. Sure, it's kind of declined. And sure, Christopher Nolan is remaking The Odyssey, so it's going to get a couple of kids back into literature. But admittedly, they're just going to wait for him to remake The Iliad. Whatever. Kamala, take it away.
Leaders, community leaders, civic leaders,
faith leaders, young leaders.
I'm really excited about it.
CBS News political director Finn Gomez joins me now. What's the goal here?
What do you have to say?
My takeaway here, Lindsay, is in speaking to Democrats today is the former vice president is trying to reemerge as a national party leader and stay in the headlines following her defeat against President Trump back in 2024.
I think that's absolutely true because she apparently is going to serve, this is according to their side, as the honorary chair emerita of the project. She won't have a day-to-day editorial control. The relaunch reunites the digital team behind the famous Brat Summer and coconut tree memes that defined her online presence. Jesus Christ. This is going to go so horribly. The reason that she didn't win last time is because she trusted Gen Z, a generation of people who have never meaningfully won anything in their lives. They've lived... The millennials had to grow up in the 90s with participation trophies. The Gen Zers never had a challenge in their life meaningfully. They've always been coddled to grave. They've always been... And that's okay. That's perfectly fine. They've always had Smosh videos. They all think that their experiences are unique when it's like, you all played Angry Birds, you all played Temple Run, you all played on the Wii, you all think that you had an interesting childhood when admittedly the most interesting thing about you is when you're like, my dad hit me or whatever. That's the most interesting thing that most of you have to talk about, but the majority of what you did as children has been homogenized by the internet because you all watch the same content. It's unfortunate, but it's true. I'm just talking, Gen Z doesn't know how to win anything. They're not a team what are the guys? They're coaches. They're not coaches. They're not people who sit on the sidelines drawing on the chalkboard, go you move here, you move. They're not strategists. The most strategy that these people have ever done is, like I said, it's on phone games, it's on Candy Crush, It's not complex. It's like the people who feel good after they beat Portal, and they're like, man, that was a really tough mental exercise. It's like you played a fucking video game.
This pugilistic rapid response site to counter Trump and Republicans. Frankly, the site, if you've seen, already got into it with the White House today. She's also been on a book tour across the country, and she also surprised workers at the DCC headquarters yesterday in D.C. That's the political arm of House Democrats who are on the front lines of this midterm cycle. It also keeps her in the conversation as a potential presidential contender for 2028 with other potential rivals like Gavin Newsom of California.
Gavin Moggs. I'm sorry. Gavin absolutely Moggs her. And that's the unfortunate thing, is that he will be the electoral candidate as predicted by Clavicular. Am I saying I'm a fan of it? Probably not, but let's see what the New York Post has to say about this. Probably nothing good. That's my estimate, because it's a conservative outlet.
Ex-presidential hopeful Kamala Harris is hip with today's youth, and nothing says that quite like using Gen Alpha slang to whip up relevance. The former Veep released a video on X announcing the rebranding of her dormant campaign account, now named Headquarters 67.
You can go online to get basically the latest of what's going on, and also to meet and revisit with some of our great, courageous leaders. I'm really excited about it. So stay engaged, and I'll see you out there.
Harris is apparently attempting to draw the interest of young voters before the midterm elections, especially with the use of that 67 at the end of her handle. If you don't know what that means, I cannot help you. Ask a preteen. They're not going to tell you, but at least you'll feel geriatric for a moment there. Anyway, Kamala makes light of the whole 6-7 of it all in the bio of the X account, placing the blame on Mr. Musk himself for being forced to add the digits to her handle. Quote, Elon wouldn't give us at headquarters.
Well, wait a minute. It's your responsibility to take away whoever had headquarters first? Sorry. That's kind of a stupid name. Headquarters? Come on, think of something better. Think of something more creative. This is what I mean. This is something that like a kid would see on Nickelodeon. They'd be like, the big powerful organization is called Headquarters. Let's call it Headquarters. This is the Adventures of Pete and Pete level writing. This is millennial writing. I'm sorry. They're adopting a sharper, more aggressive tone, apparently. The feed is quickly filled with rapid response posts that mock the current administration's policies and personal style. It's a move towards high-energy trolling, often seen from her political rivals. Analysts are suggesting that this is more than just a media play. It's a way for Harris to maintain national visibility and build on the digital base as speculation continues to swirl about a potential return to the White House in 2028. Not going to happen. We'll see it. America spat in her face last time, and apparently she doesn't know how to take rejection because they said no, and they said no firmly, unfortunately. And I voted for her, and that's the thing, is that I was a part of the crowd that said, maybe we'll have a good run of it with Kamala and the Menards employee. I thought that maybe there would be a chance for it, but then as things go, ladies and gentlemen.